What is going on, boys? It's been quite a while since the last time I was able to upload a video, but it's been for a good reason. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, something unexpected has happened pretty recently, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It broke October 8th, and it's now October 24th, and I've just been without a car for the longest time. As you guys probably know, this is my only car. It's the only way I get around, and yeah, it's been broken. I haven't been able to drive it really, so I'm just sitting out here in it now, and it's parked. To give you guys a little bit of a rundown, as you can probably tell by the title of the video, I took my car to an alignment shop to get 4 new tires on it, 2 new drag radials on the rear, and I got 2 all-season tires for the front. And the guy did an alignment after he put all my tires on and mounted them, balanced them and all that, so I could get my steering wheel straight because it pulls to the left a little bit. After he did my alignment, I didn't know he was going to take my car out and test drive it. I wasn't really expecting that, and when he came back, he broke the second gear of my transmission. It's knocking really loud in second gear, and even in neutral, it's knocking really loud. It really sucks. I'm not able to drive the car right now. So I just want to let you guys know that this is nothing against the shop, you know what I mean? I try to compare this situation to like cops. Just because there's one cop that's bad doesn't make the whole entire police force bad, you know what I mean? It's just one employee that was working at this shop that beat on my car. You know, he had a Mustang of his own, which I'll show you in the video. Nice. That thing is clean too. 97? Mm-hmm. So he was probably pretty hyped to, you know, get on the car and drive it and everything like that, but he didn't drive a manual Mustang, he drove an automatic. And as you can tell, even in this video, he stalls out the car, bring it into the shop. And I wasn't really comfortable with him driving my car at all. Like, they didn't ask if they could drive my car because I would have said no. But, you know, they took my car out after getting in alignment, and he must have went on a back road or did something, you know, he wasn't supposed to do. I don't really exactly know what he did because he was only in my sight for about 5 seconds, and he went on a back road where I couldn't see him. So yeah, I'll just let the video play, and you guys can see what happened from the time I got there to the time I left the shop. You can clearly see as the time, you know, I was pulling up, I was going through all the gears, and I was in second gear for a long time. Even pulling into the shop, I was in second gear, and the car was not, you know, banging or making any noise or anything like that in the transmission. So it was definitely this employee that, you know, probably beat on my car a little harder than he was supposed to. And these cars can handle, you know, a lot of abuse and stuff like that, but he just did something he was not supposed to at all, like something really wrong. So whatever he did, he broke the second gear of my transmission. And I've been, you know, kind of back and forth with the owner of the shop after this happened. One of my friends, Darren, on Instagram, he has a Coyote swap Terminator that has pretty low miles on it. It's like 900 horsepower. He has a video on Stang mode, I think it is, that, you know, his review on his car, and he has quite a little bit of content on his car, but I'll tag his Instagram down below in the description of this video if you want to check him out. But he put me in contact with the owner of the shop, and, you know, I've been calling the shop like every day after this happened to try to get a hold of, you know, a manager or the owner or somebody, but the workers there just kept giving me the runaround and like basically didn't want me to talk to anybody and didn't want me to get anywhere. But I know a lot of people in this area with cars that are, you know, they know a lot of people. So Darren helped me out. He got me in contact with the owner of the shop, and the owner of the shop sent me a really heartfelt text message. You know, he said he was sorry. I'll just put it up on the screen so you guys can read our conversation, but I'll block out like his personal information or whatever. But, you know, he told me that he was sorry for the situation that I have to be dealing with right now, and you know, just the full rundown of everything. He said he wanted to make it right for me, so I gave him a call like immediately after he sent me this message, and you know, he said he would be able to fully cover the cost of whatever it takes to get the car back in working condition, get my transmission fixed, whatever it takes. So I really appreciate him for that, everything he's doing for me. He says he's got one ordered right now, as you can see by these text messages. He's waiting on the transmission to come in, and, you know, I'm just kind of wondering like what's gonna happen, because We haven't talked for about a week now. I think it was last Thursday I told him to give me a call so I can go over the details on everything. It's the next Friday now, so it's been a little over a week since the last time we talked. But I just want to know like the details on everything, like where is he getting this transmission from, like who's it been rebuilt by, a bunch of little stuff, like how many miles are on it already. And you know, I'm just sitting here on a cliffhanger kind of waiting. You know, he is a business owner and I kind of understand it. You know, he's probably busy doing other things, but feels kind of iffy to me, you know, after a while, just not being able to talk to him. And, you know, I just want to stay in contact and want to know what's going to happen with the car. So, you know, ever since this happened, I've just been on edge. Like, as you guys can probably understand, that this is a pretty expensive transmission, and yeah, I can't drive the car at all now, and it's been like, it's my only car, so I'm just sitting out front of my house now just recording this video for you guys. I just feel bad for you guys too, because you know, a lot of people have been enjoying this content that I've been making, and I haven't been able to give anybody a real update on what's going on, so I just decided to make this video real quick and put this out there for you guys. And you know, the things are going to be handled. It seems like everything's going to be taken care of. He seemed really genuine and everything like that, so I got a good feeling I'll be able to get my car back in working condition pretty soon, within, you know, the next probably 2-3 weeks, I'm hoping. Let's just jump into today's video, guys, and I'll let you see from start from finish what's everything that's happened from the time I went to the shop to the time I left. It's nothing against the shop, nothing against, you know, the people that work there. It's just one guy that got a little too giddy, you know what I mean, driving my car. So I just want you guys to know the full story. So, you know, that's what I do with this car. I try to document everything I do with this car and all the situations I'm in and everything I got to deal with. So, hope you guys stick around for the full video. It's going to be a pretty long one, but I appreciate all you guys that have been subscribed and waiting on the content, and everyone that's been texting me on Instagram, like wondering what's going on. I appreciate you guys. You know what I mean? It means a lot to me that you guys really care about what's going on with this car. So, thanks for watching the content, guys, and let's just get right into the video. What is going on, boys? It's been a little while, but I finally got my Mickey Thompsons, my new tires in the passenger seat, and I'm ready to go put these things on. I'm hoping the shop lets me burn my old tires off. Let me roll the windows up for you guys. I'm hoping the shop lets me burn these old tires off, because that would be, you know, ideal for me, because these tires are showing the strings. But if they don't, I'll just take these new tires after I get them on and go somewhere. And it's been a little rainy and cloudy out today, so I'll find a puddle, make them nice and wet, and get them burned off for you guys. You know, burn the stickers off. I won't go too crazy because they're new tires. So yeah, it's still coming, guys. Still gonna do the burnout. Hopefully they let me do it at the shop with these tires on it right now. I'll ask them. But if they don't, I'll just do it with the new tires. It's fine. And I got a few plans coming up next week. It's supposed to be Cruise Week, Ocean City. Trevor's supposed to be getting his car back pretty soon. It's been being worked on in the shop. And yeah, a couple cool videos for you guys. This weekend is actually Ocean City Cruise Week, and usually every Saturday morning, early in the morning, there's a place called Dead Freddy's on the Bay, and they have a all Mustang show. And I try to visit it every single year. I've been going for the past, I think, 3 years now, and every video has been on my channel. The last time I went there, I put the camera underneath my hood for the people for their reactions on the car, and it was a pretty good video. So same thing is probably going to be happening this weekend. It's coming up Saturday. Today is Tuesday, I think it is. No, it's Wednesday. And yeah, a couple cool videos coming up, guys. A couple cool videos. I can't wait for Trevor to get his car back. Hopefully he can get it back before Cruise Week. I really doubt it, but the guy is really close on it. Yeah, I decided to take this day, since I got a little bit of time, and put these new tires on, and hopefully I can get a new front set too, because I need to get an alignment. So yeah, the steering wheel's a little bit off, so hopefully I can get some new tires on the front too, if they have the right size that'll fit. They said they don't have 255s, and that's what I'm running right now in the front. So I'm maybe thinking I can do like a square setup. Like, these are 275s in my rear, and I'm hoping I can maybe do 275s too in the front. I was thinking about getting an all season, but you know, I had good luck with these tires, so I didn't really want to switch it up. And I got a pretty good deal on them. They're like $490 for two of them. So I thought that was a pretty good idea, pretty good deal. All right, we're pulling up now. L's Tire. They always got some really cool cars here. Let's give it a look see. See if they got anything cool out here. Ain't got nothing that crazy. L's Tire. Man, there's nowhere to park at all. There's like no parking spots, so I just parked all the way on the end. Hopefully they're cool with that, but I'm gonna try to get some front tires too on this thing so I can just get an alignment, because I got some mismatched tires on there right now. That'd be cool. Get these things on for you boys. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let me burn the tires off here because it's very professional. There's a lot of cars here right now, but I'm gonna take a look at this car, guys. Woo, man. Man, that thing looks so clean rolling. New tires are on. A lot going on here. I've been waiting a while. We're just waiting for the alignment to get done. Not 100% sure. New tires are on though. Crazy. Working on getting the alignment done. Said I need to use my caster camber plates for sure because it's pretty out of line.
How far are we sitting? I don't know, my Mustang, I sit back. My caster.
This is the same exact setup on these, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the front's the
97.
same. Yeah. I just put Cobra brakes on my
Oh, nice.
97
Very
GT.
nice. I had one too.
Yeah, I love it.
Very nice. Very nice. That thing is clean too. 97?
Mm-hmm.
Dude's really nice. He has a 97 GT. Very nice. You can't mess with the rear tire rods. He's having a problem with it, but I'm gonna get him to mess with the front a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. He's a nice guy. Has a 97 GT. Awesome. They're gonna align my steering wheel so it's not off to the side anymore. And yeah, I think I should be happy with that. Like it?
I get that thing over to Deltrains for that second gear, man.
Yeah, this clutch is a little weird in there. As he's jumping out of the car, he's saying that the transmission has an issue, and I'm not really sure what he's talking about. I had no idea what he was talking about right here when he was saying that the trans had a problem and I have to go get it looked at or whatever he just said. I'm not really sure about what he meant, so I just kind of brushed it off and said, yeah, engage is a little high. I don't really know, you know what I mean? Until I got back in the car, and then I understood what he meant.
It's only a second.
Yeah.
Any other gear, that noise isn't there, and you feel it right in the shifter.
Yeah.
I have a bushing worn out of one of the shift forks or something. Yeah, because I mean, it was second. When I felt that second, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? This is over the third. It's like, okay, wait a minute.
It grabs really high too on the clutch too. It's not like a low grab.
You ever adjust it?
Yeah, I have the firewall adjuster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can just pull up.
Oh, okay, yeah. This one has the metal one.
Yeah,
Like
the clutch quadrant and the wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this car.
Well, I think the handling is going to be pretty good. If what I said, if we get those bolts and get both the front at 1.5. I got the one at 1/8. I went a little over to 1.5. I would want as target since that one's 2.3.
Alrighty, we got the Cobra dialed in with some new tires, got an alignment. All said and done, it was like 650 bucks. That's not too bad for 2 new front tires, alignment, and they installed and balanced the rears and everything for me, so not too bad at all. Yeah. So I'm gonna head out of here. It's getting a little late. It's been like, I've been sitting here for like 4 hours. I'm really hungry now, but I might have to pick this video up tomorrow probably and see what's going on. I want to meet one of my buddies. Oh, so he messed something up in my car, I think. Second gear is clicking. What the heck? Oh no, can you hear that? Oh no, he did something to my car. What the hell? Dude, what the hell is that?
I don't know if they just do that with people's cars or...
I don't know, dude. I can hear it in neutral even when I just rev just a little bit. It starts clicking. Dude, second gear is fucking toasted.
The car wasn't in your sight the whole time, right?
No, he took it out and drove it around, dude. It was perfectly fine on my way there.
And where were you at?
Out front of the shop.
And you watched them pull out?
Yeah.
And then where did he go?
Down the street. Out of my
and then
sight.
He turned around and came back and you watched them the whole time?
No, he went out of my sight. He turned and went out of my sight and I couldn't see him anymore.
How long was he out of your sight for?
Like 5 minutes.
Oh my god, bro. You fucking broke. Yeah, he ripped on your car. You should have had like the dash cam running.
I have a video of me driving there to get it, you know, get it dropped off with the tires. I don't know.
Yeah, you might be able to use that, honestly. You're gonna have to, I would fucking contact a lawyer, bro.
Should I go back to the shop?
No, I wouldn't do that, because they're just gonna, you know what they're gonna say. They're just gonna deny it up and down.
He definitely messed up my transmission, dude. Damn it. I feel like I need to go back and say something.
They're not gonna be able to do anything for you, bro.
Dude, for some tires. Why the fuck did he drive my car for some tires? Took it out on the fucking road and drove off all crazy. God.
I wouldn't let nobody do anything, bro. I would have told him, if I don't know who it is, I would have told him I don't want anybody driving it. Just do the alignment, do the tires, and just like give me the car, and I'll test drive it myself. And if it's not good, I'll bring it back.
I can hear it in first just a little bit. When I push it in the second, it's loud as fuck.
Yeah, I hear it, bro.
Dude, it's banging. It's like a metal knock.
If you're gonna go back there, I would go in there.
like I gotta go back. You hear how bad that shit sounds?
Yeah, I hear it.
Dude, it sounds terrible. It sounds like something's really broken. Yeah, I'm out $600 something now for tires. Now I gotta deal with this.
That's why you gotta sue them, bro. Take them right to court. Bro, that's bad. I would say I'm second gear.
Yeah, shift in the third and I don't hear it anymore. Second gear is toasted, it sounds like. Dang, dude. Oh. How am I supposed to drive without second gear, bro? Shift straight into third?
You could.
Alright, I'm pulling back up here now. I'm gonna talk to these guys.
Make sure you record everything.
I'm staying recording right now.
Like even like in your pocket.
Dang it, dude.
Just call me back in a little bit.
Alright, I'm gonna go in and talk to these guys, I guess. Jesus Christ. Oh man, this is horrible. This is not as planned, guys. I just spent so much money on tires and I've been sitting here for 4 hours and now my transmission is messed up. Man, I should have never let anyone drive my car. I didn't know they were going to drive it. They just took it out right after he did the alignment. Messed up my car, dude. I can't believe this stuff. I can't believe it. The car was perfect when I dropped it off and now it's destroyed with new tires. Nice.
Yeah.
So I just talked to the dude that test drove my car. The people at the desk said they can't really do anything. They don't really know how to go about if anything's broken or not. He said just talk to the guy that test drove it. So I talked to the dude and he was like, yeah, as soon as I put it in second, I noticed there was like a clicking noise. And I was like, well, I drove the car here and it didn't have that problem. You know, I do the like YouTube thing and it wasn't doing that on my way here. And when I get here and got my car back and drove it after you drove it, it's doing that noise. And he's like, yeah, it might be like the shifter or like a shift fork in the transmission or something like that. And I was like, well, I don't really know how to go about fixing it then, because, you know, I drove it here, it wasn't doing that. And after you test drove it, now it's doing that. He's like, we'll take it over to like Dell Trans or something like that and they'll be able to tell exactly what it is.
Yeah, and he's gonna pay for it, right?
Well, I asked him for his contact information. He said his name's Joe Tortoise and he wouldn't give me his cell phone number, but he said just call up here at L's Tire.
He wouldn't give you the cell phone number.
No, I asked him for his cell phone, but he wouldn't give it to me. He just gave me his name. He said, yeah, just call up here. I asked him like 3 times and he was like, yeah, just call up, you know, L's Tire. I'm always here.
Talk to a lawyer and see what you can do about him.
Dang it.
Sounds like a bunch of scumbags.
Dude, my car was perfect on the way here, dude. I got it back after he test drove it and now it's fucking knocking.
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to fucking drive.
I told him that too. I was like, well, I do YouTube, you know what I mean? I drove my car here, you know, with the tires in the passenger seat and everything. I made a little video and I get here and I get my car back after you test drove it and now it's making the noise that you were talking about. I didn't know what you were talking about at first because it wasn't making any noise for me. And I got it back after you drove it and now it's knocking.
Get in contact with a consumer protection attorney.
Now it's broken. This was my daily driver, dude. What the hell?
And he didn't even ask.
No, I asked them at the front counter. I was like, "Is it like common practice for you guys to do test drives after you do an alignment?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's common practice. We usually, test drive just to make sure everything's working right." And I took a video of him taking off, dude. Like when he took off pretty damn hard.
Really?
Yeah. He said it could be the shifter or it could be like a linkage in the transmission or a shift
Yeah, but
fluid.
he broke it.
That's what I said. I was like, dude, I do YouTube. I drove my car here and I had no problems until I got here and got my car back after you drove it. And now it's making a knocking noise in second. Like I heard what you were saying after you brought the car back. Like he said something about it. Like he's like, something's wrong with your second gear. Like, so I was like, I had no idea. I was like, well, the clutch engage is a little high sometimes. It's a little strange, but he's like, yeah, it might be a messed up shift fork or something. I was like, in my head, I was like, what the hell? I have no idea what you're talking about. And then I drove my car and fucking realized what he's talking about. He fucking broke second gear. This is definitely not the shifter. If it was the shifter, it wouldn't be knocking like that in just second gear.
You got a video of him pulling out?
Yeah.
Hard?
Yeah.
Contact an attorney immediately.
All right. It's getting late now. It's almost 5 o'clock now, so
Doesn't matter.
I'll have to look that up real quick and see if I
Just
can
try to find one or look up like who you could what kind of attorney do I need for a mechanic shop breaking my car, and then when they call you, tell them all the evidence that you have.
They did a good job with putting the tires on, getting it aligned and crap, but I need test drove it. You broke my car.
Yeah, anybody can do that shit, bro.
That's just my luck. All right, well, the phone's dying and shit, and my GoPro's dying, so I'm gonna wrap it up and try to get an attorney or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, talk to one.
I don't want to have to get my fucking whole transmission rebuilt and be like fucking $6,000 or something crazy. I don't have the money
It'll easily
for
be
that.
a couple $2,000 to $4,000. It'll be easily.
That sucks, dude. So I'm taking the car up to my buddy Matt right now. I'm just getting off work, so I look like crap, but I don't care. I need to get this car dealt with, and it's my daily driver, so I need to get this thing fixed. So I'm rushing on my way after work today to try to head down there and see if he can at least diagnose it, and I'm hoping that he can fix my car. A lot of people are saying it could be a throwout bearing, could be a shift fork, could be the second gear, could be like a second gear tooth or something in the transmission. It's bad. So whatever the hell it is, it's not good. So I'm heading up now to go get it dealt with, and hopefully this guy can fix it. I'm gonna have to deal with it for now, but for now I'm just skipping second gear and going straight to third, so hopefully I can get this thing sorted out for you guys. And it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. It kind of ruins a lot of plans. I'm not gonna be able to make cruise week. I'm not gonna be able to meet a bunch of people I told them I was gonna meet them. And you heard in the beginning of this video pretty much what all the plans I had for this car these upcoming weeks. It's like mid-October, and it's like the best season to get the car out and drive it. So I'm not gonna have it probably for a while now, and it's really just a sad situation. So like the guy drove it off. He probably watching this video right now. I gave him my YouTube and everything when he came back with the car, and he said something was wrong with my second gear, and I was just like, I have no idea. Like I was really like dumbfounded. I had no idea what he was talking about until I got back in my car, and then I knew exactly what he was talking about because he messed up my second gear or whatever. Like, no hard feelings against you, dude, but you know what you did. You know what I mean? Things like this don't just happen out of nowhere, and I videoed myself driving my car all the way there, and everything was perfectly fine, and I drive this car pretty hard, so he must have missed the shift and broke something inside the transmission. So it is what it is, guys. I'm taking it up now to go get it looked at and see if my buddy Matt can figure it out. And it's about a 40-minute drive there, so I'm going to try to limp this thing there. I really don't want to drive in second gear, but we'll see what happens. All for an alignment. Really messed up my day.
Who did the
L's tire, 140 in Newark, Delaware.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm no transmission expert. I take them out, put them in all the time. I've had plenty of them built. It sounds very timed when it's in second.
The faster you go, the faster it goes.
It sucks.
You know me, it's my only car too. I've been taking very good care of it, you know what I mean? And something like this to happen is this really sucks.
So the second you left there, you noticed it.
Yep.
Did you go back and talk to him?
Yep, I went back immediately and drove my car. You know, he must have ripped on it on the back road when I couldn't see him or something. It took off really crazy in second gear because now my transmission's making a crazy noise. And they just told me to talk to Joe again, and he was just, you know, he didn't really say he did it or not, but he said he noticed the noise.
Dropped it off and it wasn't there, and then Joe was out power shift in second gear. I can do that right now.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a clutch issue. It's definitely a transmission issue. What exactly it is, I don't know, but it's going to require that the transmission come out of the car. If you put the Magnum in, you'd have to also change the clutch. And then the drive shaft has a yoke on it that'd have to come off, and you have to put a slightly larger yoke on it.
Well, this has the 26 spline. I think that's the upgrade.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then your clutch would be fine. You could pull this trans, put the new T56 Magnum trans right up in here, and then the output shaft on the yoke would have to be replaced. That's I think last time I looked it was $160 or $180 for the yoke, and then you just basically get a special U-joint. It's bigger basically. The output shaft on this is 27 spline,
Right.
and T56 is 31 spline. So you get a conversion joint that goes from 2 small cups to 2 big cups, and you just put the 2 small back in the drive shaft, and the 2 big cups go to the new larger yoke that goes into the back of the drive shaft.
I've looked at the T56 Magnums, and they're really expensive.
They
I
are.
mean, they're like, what, $5-6 grand, something like that.
Transmission by itself, I think, is around $3,800, maybe somewhere around there. So yeah, by the time you're all set in, you'd be between $4,500 and $5,000 by the time you
Oh
get
my
the trans,
gosh.
get it shipped, pay for fluid, pay for the swap, get the yoke, for sure.
That's horrible.
Not the news you were hoping for, I'm sure.
Not at all.
But I don't know how much farther this one's going to get you. If you're looking to get it repaired, it needs to come out ASAP, because the longer you drive it, the worse stuff's going to get. You know, you
Right.
probably got metal chunks. I'm guessing he knocked the tooth off of. You know, there's like what they call planetaries in there and stuff, and I don't know how it all works, but there's one in there. There's a tooth busted off, and that's why it kind of sounds different in different gears. Second gear is riding right on that spot or that tooth, and you're skipping each time you get to that spot. You're skipping over that broken
Right.
tooth, and that's why you hear that clunk, clunk, clunk. You know, and you can feel it right through the shifter handle at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
Dang it.
yep. You really need a Magnum, or you'd have to take the new transmission apart and put a 26 spline input in it in order to put it back in the car.
Okay. I looked at the 26 splines. They're like $300 or something like that just for the part, but
Yep.
then taking like the labor or whatever to take it apart
Yeah.
and put it in there.
Yep, for sure. But I can pretty much tell you that if you were to take this, say, to Caliber, and they pulled it out and put it back in, normally, like, just starting to service the trans, it starts at like $2 grand. You know what I mean? For them
Oh
to
my
tear it
gosh.
down, put new bearings in it, you know, inspect it. But you got something broke, so you're gonna need a cluster of some sort. I don't know if they're $200. I don't know if they're $1,200. I don't know. I haven't been doing much transmission stuff since Bob stopped doing it, because I just I try to stay away from it. But Caliber's a good resource. There's no doubt about it. I feel 100% confident with their abilities. You would not have any problems with the transmission when you got it back. They build a lot of stuff. I just put one in today. I just sent one back today. I mean, I constantly use their stuff, but even them fixing this one, you're going to be in at probably $3,500 if I had to guess.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do my YouTube thing. So I'd have my tires in my passenger seat in my car, and I was driving up there, shifting through all the gears, and it wasn't making any noise. And then I, pull into L's tire, do the little once around with the camera, show the whole place, he drove off, and I had it on camera where he drove off kind of aggressively, and you know, he shifted in a second, kind of like sounded like he missed it a little bit and got into gear, and I saw a little smoke come out the tailpipes and stuff, and he drove out of my sight, and he came back around the other way and pulled up, and he was like, yeah, there's something wrong with your transmission. I was like, something wrong with my transmission? Yeah, the clutch engage is a little high. I had really no idea what the hell he was talking about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got in my car after I paid for it, and I noticed right away and came right back. I was like, yeah, this guy messed up my transmission really bad, and it's making a crazy noise that it never made before.
Right.
To the desk guy, and the desk guy told him to come out. You know, I talked to him a little bit, and you know, he just said the same thing over and over and over again, that, you know, it's making a noise and all that. But
right. Yep. Yeah, I hear you, and I think you're right, and I think he probably had something to do with it. You know, we both can agree on that. I think your best bet is to go back up there and ask to speak to the owner and tell him on how unhappy you are and with the situation, and that you feel like, you know, it's either a extremely rare circumstance or your guy had something to do with this. Now, a couple ways we can go about this, you know. I can blast you all over the place, and it's going to cost you a lot more money than it's going to cost to fix my car. Okay. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm not made of money either. I brought it here in perfect working condition. When I came to pick it up, this is the situation we had. Well, you didn't even leave, right?
No, I was there the whole time. I did my
right.
little YouTube thing, you know, when they put my tires on, made a little cinematic, you know, video and stuff like that. So I didn't even leave. I watched them in the shop as they did it, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. So there you go. Like, you did this thing didn't even leave my site except for, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, and then it comes back and it's broke. So it's either, you know, complete happenstance, which probably didn't happen, or this guy decided to get crazy with the car and he power shifted second gear and something broke. You know,
I was really hoping it wasn't anything serious. A lot of people were saying it was like the throwout bearing or something like that, but
nah, I can tell you 100% it's in the transmission. Transmission's gonna have to come apart. But if you go to the owner and you tell him your situation, then maybe he'll decide to help you.
In short, he told me the transmission is broken, it needs to come out, and second gear is pretty much destroyed, and I'm gonna need a whole new rebuilt transmission, or, you know, get this one fixed or something like that. And I was really distraught at that point because I knew it was going to be really expensive. So I decided to call the shop again and tell them I need to speak to a manager again, tell them I need to speak to the owner, just anyone. And they've been giving me the runaround, you know what I mean? They put me on hold, and I was on hold for like 10 minutes, and then it just hung up.
L-Star.
Hi, I called earlier this morning about speaking possibly to a manager, and someone told me they wouldn't be in until Monday. Is there any way I could speak to the owner of the place?
Hold on 1 second, all right, bud?
Yep.
Thanks.
Been on hold for almost 6 minutes.
The mailbox of the person you are calling is currently full and cannot accept new messages. Please try your call again later. Thank you.
So I kept calling back, and they just kept letting it ring because they saw my caller ID, and they just never called me back. And, you know, they just kept giving me the runaround. So I felt like I was completely, you know, shit out of luck, basically. Like, no one was going to help me with this. And I decided to start putting stuff on my Instagram story, telling everyone about this shop and what was going on. That's probably what some of these guys on my Instagram have seen me talking about what happened. And my friend Darren, as I was talking about earlier in the video, he has a nice Mustang, and he knows a lot of shop owners and stuff like that. He's well versed in this area with cars, fast cars, and he got a hold of the shop owner for me. He knew him personally, and this is when the shop owner reached out to me. So about a week after this situation happened, he got the shop owner to, you know, text me, and those are the texts you saw in the beginning of the video. Shop owner texted me, let me know, you know, he was willing to help me out with everything that was going on. I called him right after he texted me, and he said, you know, this guy is going to be dealt with. He's going to have a stern talking to him and everything like that. But most importantly, he's going to help me, you know, get my new transmission fixed or whatever it's going to take to get the car back on the road. So at this point, about 2.5 weeks later, the last time we talked, he said that he got a rebuilt transmission on the way for me, He's rushing it as much as he can. Hopefully everything goes well when he orders this trans. My trans has the 26 spline input shaft with a twin disc RXT McLeod clutch, so it's a little difficult to get this set up. Like, if he's gonna order this specific transmission I need with the 26 spline, who knows, but I'll let him know that, you know what I mean? And I just hope that everything goes well. I'm just kind of waiting now. It's been about a little over a week. It's been 8 days since the last time he sent me that message, and I haven't heard from him since, because I wanted to go over the details of, like, what is this transmission, how many miles are on it, where did he get it from, etc., but I haven't heard from him since, so I'm just kind of, you know, waiting on his okay text to tell me that it's in and that he's ready to put it all together for me. So it really sucks, but I'll keep you guys updated on everything that happens, and every update that I get, I'll let you guys know in the next video. So that's going to be it for today's video, and you know, I'm hoping that everything gets resolved soon, and I'll let you guys know as things go on what's going to happen, and I'll let you go through, you know, the process of me getting this fixed. So thanks so much for everyone that's stuck around for my videos, everyone that's tapped into this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys. Thanks for watching.